lovely people. Punk here from North 44. Thanks so much for checking in on us. We hope you're doing well. I got a lot of questions after that last video, wondering why in the blue fuck we have a turkey in the house. It's a bit of a story. Hopefully it's going to have a happy ending. If you're interested, please keep watching. Thanks. Our two bourbon red turkey hens are mother and daughter. They seem content to nest together in the barn, so I set them up sweet and let them have at it early last spring. Worst fucking idea ever. Copper decided to steal all the eggs from Popcorn's clutch, and then Popcorn would fight to steal them all back. All the jostling of the eggs led to a terrible hatch rate and with a ton of stress along the way. And then, when a tiny helpless baby got booted out of the nest in the crossfire, I had to intervene. I saved the cold little poult, pushed the hens aside, and stuffed my winter coat pockets with the rest of them, and brought them in to brood with our incubator hatched chickens and the Freedom Ranger birds we were raising for meat. Now, before you flip out on me for intervening, take a look at what was happening outside at the time. Our farm is a bit north of central Maine, up on the Route 2 belt, about 30 minutes east of Skowhegan, where this shit can happen all the way up until June. Anyway, the turkey moms weren't happy about it and stayed on the nest for a good week after, but the earth continued around the sun and the season inevitably changed. We all got back to normal, having learned a hard lesson about letting hens hatch babies as a team. As for the rest of the farm, we had a difficult season with the heat and lack of rain affecting yields on many of our crops. Morale was already down, so you can imagine my dismay when Popcorn and Copper decided August was a great time to try and hatch out babies again. I tried to break them of their urge, but it was no use. I didn't want a large hatch this close to winter, so I only gave them each a few eggs to satiate them. I didn't expect anything, as they had run off in the wild beyond the fenced pasture to hatch. So you can imagine what a surprise it was when they both returned to the coop, each with a single baby in tow. Copper had hatched out a Lavender Orpington chicken chick, and Popcorn had hatched out a turkey poult. We named it Seven. Sometimes you don't think you want something, but it turns out to be exactly what you needed. I fell in love with the little f***er and spent hours hanging out with it to ease the anxiety of the shitty growing season on the farm. And that brings us to our current predicament. I found Seven barely responsive and flapping around a little on the ground one afternoon when Matt notified me he thought he saw Smalls, our Big Daddy Tom turkey, mating Seven. The obvious choice seemed to be to euthanize the partially paralyzed Seven, as it was apparent some sort of spinal injury had occurred. When it came down to the moment of truth, neither of us were up for it. Matty usually isn't a fan of me bringing poultry in the house, but this time he compromised and gave me a few weeks' window to work with Seven, and then evaluate from there whether the condition was hopeless or not.
Can you hear me when I say, give me another day, tell me another way. You are so near and then so far.
So we worked, and we worked. Every day, I carried Seven out to the pasture for therapy sessions and to keep the flock in the loop in hopes that Seven wouldn't be rejected in the event that I was able to reintegrate.
There's a light inside you, it burns so bright, it's making me blind. How does it feel when you get everything?
Seven, good girl. Oh my God.
The day to day will tear you down. So
coin.
like it or not.
Yeah, look at your baby.
To
She's doing good.
make up your own mind. You think you're living on borrowed time. Well, brother, there ain't no other kind. But there's a light inside you. It burns so bright, it's making me blind. How does it feel when you get everything?
Good girl. Smalls. Don't even think about it. Now, those of you who have paid attention thus far may be wondering why I keep saying good girl to the turkey who gobbles in the intro no intro to our videos. Well, Seven had us all fooled. Matt was playing the drums one night, so I went into the bathroom where Seven sleeps in a box to check and see if she was freaked out or not, and this is what happened. Oh. For the record, I hate surprises, but Seven and I kept on with his therapy. Got it. Atta boy. A few weeks ago, we had a sudden cold snap that required me to keep Seven in the house for 24/7 for the whole week. I had tested the waters bringing him out, but he was no longer acclimated and would just shiver. His limping got worse, so inside we stayed. Though we forged a nice bond with our farm dog, Radar, when the weather broke and I finally got him back out, the flock suddenly wanted him dead. Okay, so this is day 2 of trying to reintegrate Seven, and Smalls has been just patrolling, you wench, been patrolling around his cage all day. So since he's finally out here, we're gonna do distraction technique. All right, let's see how this goes. No, no, no. No. Oh. Here you go, bud. Come on. Good treats. Parsnip. Be a cunt. Alright. Not too bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey! Smiley! Be a dick! Smalls! Here. Prizes for good farm dogs. You wanna go out there?
Sometimes I find myself wandering between the space of what is real and what I want to be.
Let me take you. So, about 2 seconds after I stopped recording, Smalls did a flying matrix kick at 7. So, off we go. Hi, neighbor. Yeah, just carrying a turkey across my driveway. Okay, you go, hang out, warm up. You coming in? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Dark. Let's walk. Come on. Go.
And it's you that makes us wanna be better. And we all wanna be better.
I fucking hate this game.